Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. We have another Raptors video today. According to Jake Fisher of Bleacher Report, Goran Dragic will become a Dallas Maverick. Now, keep in mind he does work for Bleacher Report, and it seems like no one at Bleacher Report really understands the Toronto Raptors, anything about their organization, just anything at all. So before we get into this video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. It is greatly appreciated. If we could hit 250 likes on today's video, that would be great. I thought this was funny because this is a direct quote from his, what is it? I think it's just right from him. I don't know if he said this on a live show or whatever was going on. All my sources around the league have told me that they expect Goran Dragic to be bought out by the Toronto Raptors and swiftly sign with the Dallas Mavericks. According to Luka's IG from only like 3 or 4 days ago, I think it was the last day of August, Goran and on Luka's Instagram story, it was Goran Dragic and him at the end of a workout or at the beginning of a workout, something like that. So Dallas Maverick Nation kind of started to freak out, and they started to pretty much just assume that they are going to get Dragic. Now, I honestly don't really think this is going to happen. I don't see Masai buying Goran out one bit. Right now, it's the offseason, and training camp's about to get going. Teams have their rosters set for training camp. I don't see any team wanting to trade for Goran and his $19 million contract before the season starts. And there's no way Masai and the Toronto Raptors aren't looking at Dragic right now saying like, oh, this is a guy who could be our backup point guard, be a secondary ball handler for our bench unit, can still score, can still put up 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, maybe a handful of assists, can still shoot the 3 ball. I've talked time and time again why Dragic would be beneficial for the Raptors, but no one's going to want to trade for his contract right now, and Masai isn't going to just give him up. They're not just going to buy him out. He doesn't necessarily fit what they're looking for as far as like that big and long kind of fit and build, but he can score, and he is just a good veteran piece to not only offer mentorship and leadership, but to just kind of score. Now, I know he made some comments about Toronto and how he has higher ambitions, so personally, I don't even really want to see Dragic play. I don't think that really any Raptors fans are itching to see Dragic play. I think most people would agree he could help them, and he probably will help them if he ends up playing. But after his comments, it's like, when can we get rid of Goran Dragic seems to be how most Raptor fans are taking it. So a buyout, I just don't see it happening. What I see happening is he'll play a little bit and this next season, and they'll trade him before the trade deadline, maybe on the trade deadline day. As we kind of witnessed last year, there weren't too many trades until the actual trade deadline day. I think he'll be a Raptor for half the season. This is kind of weird since it's a lot of this is coming out of the Mavericks camp, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. To me, if this was the Raptors camp, like, there wouldn't be any Goran Dragic buyout discussions, because I don't see that happening. Masai's going to want to maximize everything. He's going to want to maximize the value as much as he can get back. So this is weird because it's coming out of the Mavericks camp, so it's not all that trustworthy. But it's weird because Thursday the Mavericks brought in 3 old veteran point guards for a tryout as they are trying to kind of get more depth at that position, more ball handling depth. I believe they brought in Lance Stevenson. I believe they brought in Isaiah Thomas as well. This is coming from a Sports Illustrated writer, Chris Mannix, as well. So they're definitely looking for more backcourt depth. And if you're working out Lance Stevenson and Isaiah Thomas, but you're also coming out and saying like, yeah, Goran Dragic will end up being a Dallas Maverick, it doesn't make all that much sense. So I'm surprised this is. Or I'm not even that surprised it's still going on, considering Luka put Goran and him on their story. But I don't know what's going to happen next. All I know is that they have a decision to make. Masai's got a decision to make, and I just trust him 100%. It's not like this is a decision that needs to be made in the next day, not even in the next week, not even in the next month or the next 3 months. There's plenty of time to sit back, wait, either hold on his value. You can always end up buying him out. It's the last year of his contract, so it's just not a big deal either way. Got a really young Raptors team right now. His veteran presence. I know he had comments about Toronto, and I'm sure that rubbed even a couple of players the wrong way as well, as it really seems to rile a lot of you guys up. But you got to think it would be beneficial for their young players to just have a proven, experienced, talented veteran point guard coming off the bench, and he can just mentor a lot in a lot of different ways. So Goran, nothing's going to happen in the next week, in my opinion, unless they figure out a trade. Dallas is going to have to, to me, if Dallas actually wants Goran Dragic, they're going to have to make a trade for him, because he should have value at the trade deadline. Like I said, he averaged, over 13 points per game last season, over 3 rebounds, over 3 assists. He's just a good, solid, reliable point guard. So I think that the Dallas Mavericks are going to have some more competition, and if that they really want Dragic, I think that they're going to have to go ahead and get a trade for him. I mean, he's career 5 assists per game point guard, and that is exactly what the Dallas Mavericks need. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Let me know down below if you want to see Goran Dragic get bought out. I assume the answer for most of you guys is no, but I would love to hear it all. Like I said, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Peace.